heat of this dream. Witness the strength and confidence of those who face these challenges, cause in the end we all win. Insurance Premier League. Insurance Premier League. Insurance Premier League. Insurance Premier League. Everybody say na 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 na.
And to be able to be there at that time, it's exciting to be able to help all those families and get them back to normal life. Because as a adjuster, that is our main goal, to restore families after catastrophe, bring them back, and even the community too, bring them back to some sort of normal life and help them.
For us to be able to help restore and enhance their lives, their businesses, and their communities. I mean, that's what it's all about. That's what's really exciting.
A big part of it for me is to be able to help people get their lives back on track and be able to move forward after an aftermath.
That is what we do day in and day out, with helping people get back into their homes, with restoring the community. Our guys live and breathe that motto every single day.
Semi-final number 2 of the Insurance Cricket Premier League Season 11 of the Super 8. The game between Daman Insurance and Orient Insurance. We have the match officials, we have the captains, Munir from Daman Insurance and Hassan Saud from Orient, who just fielded the ball, as we have the official giving the coin to Hassan. Instructions. Head is the call, umpire comes. Tails, Orient Insurance. Hassan won the toss. What do you want to do?
We'll bat first.
You've seen 180, 100 being chased down easily. What sort of a score do you want to put up on this wicket?
See, 200 plus is a good score, and that is what we will try to do it. That is what we have done in the previous matches as well, that give a target which is 200 plus.
Yeah. Coming into this tournament, you all have been the defending champions, performed well. Semi-finals, just one away from the big game. What's been a message to the boys coming into the semi-final?
See, we have seen the last match, the basics were not up to the mark, and that is what I've informed my boys as well, that they have to make sure that, we have to give our 100% in the field specifically. And batting and bowling, yes, of course, but fielding plays a very vital role, and that is the message to my boys as well, that, they have to give 100% in the field.
And banking on your big boys up front to give you that big score that you're looking for?
Yes, indeed, yes.
Anyway, thank you, and all the best for the game as we speak to Munir. Munir, happy to chase on this wicket?
Yes, unfortunately we have to chase, but even though we are ready to play, we are ready to chase. First of all, we are really excited to be here in the semi-final, and that the team has had, they has worked hard throughout the tournament, and we know it's a big game, and we really respect the opponent team, and definitely our plan is to play as a team for a victory. That's the plan.
Any changes in the side today?
Yes, unfortunately our key player, which is Muzammil, is not with us today. He traveled, so Majid is back with us. So that's the only change from the last game.
Anyway, thank you and all the best. That's the news from the toss out here. Orient captain Hassan Saud winning the toss and rightly deciding to put the runs on the board. See if you for live action very soon. Stay tuned. Thank you. This is Super Saturday here at the Al Malik grounds for the Insurance Club Premier League Season 11 semi-final number 2. Thank you. Welcome back to semi-final number 2 of the Super 8s in the Insurance Cricket Premier League Season 11 here between Orient Insurance and Daman Insurance. Orient Insurance captain Hassan Saud winning the toss, electing to take first strike. Daman Insurance have made one change. Muzammil is not here. He's travelled, so there's a replacement. As Syed Asim and Sufyan were opening in. Syed Asim taking strike. First ball, plays it towards covers. There's a fielder there. Numan Waris is opening the attack. First ball bowled it outside the off stump and invited the batsman to drive. He did that but fell short of the man at covers there. This time slightly more into the wicket and Asim plays it with soft hands towards short covers. Gets off for a single. So first runs on the board of the game. First runs to Syed Asim. One for no wicket at the end of 2 balls. We see 2 men who are outside the 30-yard circle. There's a man at extra cover. There's a man at deep mid-wicket. Sufyan just not happy with probably a stone or something which is behind the bowler's area was glaring, so he made sure it's out of his sight. Wants to have full view of the bowler and the ball as he takes leg guard. Third ball of the over. Shot, plays it towards square leg. The man at deep mid wicket comes in near the 30-yard circle, fields that one. So he too is off the mark with that single. Score moves on to 2. Both the batsmen have scored a single each of the first 3 balls of this game. Remember, the winner of this game will go on to play ANIB Bulls next Saturday here at the Al Malik grounds here in Ajman. Beautiful ground. The weather perfect for a game of cricket. Down leg side, the keeper misses. There's no protection, so 5 runs to the total. Doing a bit too much. He was bowling a good line outside the off stump. Decided to go on leg stump and started way outside leg stump, and the ball kept going away. No chance for the keeper, so 5 runs added. Score moves on to 7. This time outside the off stump, asking for a caught behind and is being wided. So 1 more run to the total. Score moves on to 8. This time drives this towards extra cover boundary. There's a fielder there, so 1 more run. The last time these two teams played each other, Orient Insurance won by 25 runs. They scored 188 for 7. And Daman Insurance fell short by 25 runs. They scored 163. As this time he plays across the line and Sufyan is bowled. Wanted to go full throttle right in the first over. Ended up losing his stumps. So first strike by Daman Insurance in the semi-final. And Sufyan is out bowled. He's not had a very good run this season at the Insurance Cricket Premier League. And that run continues as he's bowled for one of two balls that he's faced. Sufyan out for one of two balls, bowled by Numan Waris. Brings Mohit Kalyan to the center, who's has contrasting performances to Sufyan. He has been in the thick of runs. As he walks in, his partner just gives him a bit of a pep talk, telling him to bide his time. There are plenty of overs that they can make use of. Lengthy over, but a wicket up front as Mohit plays this back towards the bowler. Slight misfield, but no run there. So end of the first over, an eventful first over. 9 for the loss of 1 wicket. Man out, Sufyan bowled for 1. Over number 2, Asim on strike. Plays it towards point. The Munir, the captain, fields at 1, gets a single. Score moves on to 10, brings Mohit on to strike. Sai Sandeep Perla is bowling the second over of the innings. End of the match. Mohit edged. Is that a caught behind? A confident appeal, but the umpire turns it down. So Daman Insurance at the moment have kept Orient Insurance on a bit of a leash. Have a look at the wicket replay, playing across the line, and Noman Waris on a celebrity run after that. This time plays it towards point again, no run. Mohit usually is a slow starter. मोहित के स्टैट्स दिखाएगा. Sai Sandeep to Mohit. Onto the pads, down leg side, will be called a wide. Have a look at Mohit's stats this season. 14 matches. He scored 684 runs, average of 85.5. Every time he comes to the crease with a strike rate of 150. He's been in a thick of runs for his side. That's another wide, would takes the score on to 11. Sai Sandeep will reload, bowls it to Mohit, who plays it back to the bowler. He's faced 4 balls so far, no run to his credit. Cuts this towards point. The fielder from covers gives the chase. A teasing run for the fielder, but the ball wins the race. So he's off the mark with that boundary. Will get those juices flowing for him. He's on 4. Score moves on to 15. Now look, it's slightly short, opens the face of the bat, squeezes the one through point and covers. And the ball races away towards the point boundary. Munir now just bringing the men a bit more squarer now. He had them finer, but now brings them a bit squarer. And this time plays it back towards covers for no run there. $15 for the loss of 1 at the end of 2 overs.
And to be able to be there at that time, it's exciting to be able to help all these families and get them back to normal life. Because as a adjuster, that is our main goal, to restore families, after catastrophe, bring them back, and even the community too, bring them back to some sort of normal life and help them.
For us to be able to help restore and enhance their lives, their businesses, and their communities. I mean, that's what it's all about. That's what's really exciting.
A big part of it for me is to be able to help people get their lives back on track and be able to move forward after an aftermath.
And that is what we do day in and day out, with helping people get back into their homes, with restoring the community. Our guys live and breathe that motto every single day.
Over number 3, Daman bowling to Syed Asim. Full delivery, gets under that ball but can't get the distance he's looking for. The ball goes back towards the bowler for no run. The score remains on 15. This time width on offer. The man inside the boundary to the total score moves on to 19. There's nobody down there at third man, so the width was always going to take that ball over the third man bound for 4. Have a look at that. Width on offer, third man inside the circle, and it just races away towards the third man boundary. Score moves on to 19. And Syed Asim gets his first boundary. He moves on to 8 of 6. Full toss, missed that one. Umpire calls it a wide. So 1 more run to the total. Second time that Daman Insurance is claiming that the ball had brushed the batsman, but umpire unmoved, gave away a wide. The previous over gets a wide this over as well. And score now moves on to 20 of 2.2 overs. Asim batting 7 of 6. This time edge towards short third. Beautiful fielding, completes. The batsman run through a single, brings the score on to 21. Chance created, but there was no slip fielder. The man is short third, moving to his left, keeps it down to a single. This time outside the off stump, plays it towards covers. The man inside the ring cannot stop that one. The man on the boundary does the fielding, keeps it down to a single. Asim on strike again will be called a wide. trying to take the ball away from the batsman, but ended up bowling it outside the permissible line, so will be called a wide. Score moves on to 23. Down the leg side will be called a wide. Now spraying on both sides of the wicket is not helping their cause. More importantly, is going to keep them at the ground for that much longer. Bowlers have to be wary about that when they bowl such lines. Not much protection. There's a man at deep mid wicket, but at this time cuts this one. A man inside the boundary at point is unable to stop that one, and the ball races away towards the boundary for 4 more. So not a convincing stroke, but good enough to reach the boundary. Score moves on to 27. The 28, you have a look at that. The man at point running to his left, trying to stop it, but goes through him. And the man in deep extra cover, unable to cut that one off. So he moves into double figures with that boundary. He moves on to 12 of 8 with 2 boundaries. And the score moves on to 28. Run rate of 9.9 should get them to 200. That's what they'll be eyeing minimum. Onto the pads, the umpire unmoved. End of the over, 28 for 1 at the end of 3. Syed Hassan batting 12 of 9 and Mohit batting 5 of 7. The man out, Mohammad Sufyan, out for 1 of 2 balls. Over number 4, asking for a caught behind, and the umpire gives that one. So Mohit has to make his way back towards the hut. A harmless delivery, pokes at that one, and the keeper pouches it to see the end of Mohit for just a partly score of 5 of 8. Have a look at that. Pokes at that one, and a delivery which should have found its way towards the boundary, finds its way into the keeper's gloves, and Mohit is out for 5 of 8 with 1 boundary. He is caught by Vivek off the bowling of Sai Sandeep. Brings the captain Hassan towards the center. And Orient Insurance in a spot of bother. The man with the most runs today has not contributed much. Will this expose the rest of the middle order, who's not had much of batting through the season? Only time will tell as this contest gets exciting. Man in Hassan Saud, 6 matches in this, 257 runs, average of 128.50. So he'll have a job to do now. As plays this towards gully. Plays it with a slightly open face as the ball runs towards the gully region. Has he to drop anchor because Syed Asim is going to go after the bowling when he gets that opportunity. They will need somebody to hang around now with the loss of 2 wickets. Sufyan was the first to go, and then the big wicket of the man in form. As another dot ball. Kareem. अब वापस बोल. हाँ वो सुन रहा है बोलो. As Hassan plays this towards point, one bounce to his counterpart, juggles the ball a couple of times. Munir, Munir, uh, Munir is the captain is kept quite busy in that point and cover region. As Hassan plays this towards point again, and Munir again in business out there, fighting it out for his side. They know they are playing a champion side, but they are ready to fight fire with fire out here. And will fancy the chances with each wicket that they knock down, as this time plays it back past the bowler. Sai Sandeep was a bit late. Probably had he got half a hand to it, might have grabbed one. So end of an over, 28 for 2, a maiden. Have a look at that. In the air, just eluding the bowler towards mid-off. Numan Waris, the fielder there. And have a look. Sai Sandeep is 2 overs, 1 maiden, 6 runs and 1 wicket. Asim back on strike. He's been seeing a couple of wickets fall in front of him. What is his mindset at the moment? As another edge, asking for a caught behind. The umpire unmoved this time. The man at square leg asking the square leg umpire, but you got to ask the man in the front of the wicket. Have a look at that. Probably thought there was an edge. They went up immediately. The umpire was unmoved. So the score remains on 28. So it's all happening here at the Al Malik grounds here in Ajman. We're in the 5th over of the game. It's be called a wide this time. So score moves on to 29. Vivek asking his bowler to stay calm. He's bowling a good line. He just needs to make sure the pressure is on Orient at the moment. You don't need to release the pressure by bowling these extra balls. Slightly short, plays it towards short mid-wicket. They go in for a single. The fielder misfields, allows that single to be completed. Score moves on to 30. Hassan cuts this one towards the man at deep cover. Good field placement, sensing that that area could be peppered with a few balls. So keeps protection out there. Takes a single. Score moves on to 31. Slightly short, edges that one onto the pads, no run. Have a look. दूसरा वाला इसके बाद अभी अभी गेम पे जाओ वापस 31 for 2 as plays this one towards the point boundary. The fielder chasing but futile. The ball wins the race and goes for boundary. So 4 more to the total. Score moves on to 35. Have a look at the boundary that is scored. Width on offer. And the ball wins the race this time. Goes for 4. Score moves on to 35. मैंने उसको बोला ओरिएंट का डगआउट दिखाने के लिए Last ball of the over, 35 for 2. Will be called a wide and he will have to re-bowl that one. Score moves on to 36. Last ball of the over. Slower one, wanting to cut that one, misses it. End of the over. 36 for 2 at the end of 5 overs. Two overs, one made in 6 runs as he bowls it to Hassan with soft hands. Takes off the single, trying to go for the run out. There's good backing up by the fielder, a short mid wicket. It's the type of cricket you want to see. Have a look at the man on your screen, Munir, the captain, who's been fielding well, making sure he's marshalling his troop. Asim on strike. Full toss, plays it towards the man at short mid wicket. Opportunity missed out there as a needless throw towards the bowler. The fielder there at short covers this time, unable to stop, probably indicating that it was a bad. Change of field again. The man at third man comes in. This time plays it towards covers the fielder there. And extra cover boundary comes inside. Keeps it down to a single. Score moves on to 39. We're in the last 3 balls of the power play with the field restrictions then being relaxed. Orient have the runs on board at the moment, but the loss of those 2 wickets is just going to, as he gets one to the pads and flicked it over the man at square with one bounce into the fence. So Sai Sandeep this time being a bit too straight. And Syed Asim sends this towards the square leg boundary. Have a look at that. Onto the pads and just plays it one bounce over the fence. He goes for 4. Score moves on to 43. 43 for 2. And Syed Asim now reaches 22 of 16 with the 4 boundaries to his credit. As another one onto the pads and result still the same. Couple of bounces into the skirting, so 4 more. Score moves on to 47. Have a look at that. Again, onto the pads, and the same result into the same area. This time, a couple of bounces into the fence. So 4 more to the total. Score moves on to 47. This time, outside the off stump will be called an over. End of over number 6, 47 for 2. Orient Insurance captain winning the toss, electing to take first strike. Syed Asim started the innings with Sufyan. Asim batting 26 of 18 with 5 boundaries. Sufyan out 1 of 2 balls. He was bowled by Noman. And then Mohit Kalyan, the big wicket, caught down the leg side by Vivek off the bowling of Sai Sandeep for 5 of 8 with 1 boundary. Hassan Saud is dropped anchor at the moment. He's 3 of 8 with 12 extras, getting the score to 47. Have a look at the bowling card so far. Bowling card. Have a look at the bowling card. Only 2 bowlers used so far. Noman Waris, 3 overs, 30 runs, 1 wicket. And Sai Sandeep, 3 overs, 1 maiden, 17 runs and 1 wicket. The 2 wickets to fall. Sufyan was out in the first over when the score was 9 of the 5th ball. And then Mohit was out at the score of 28 at 3.1. So 47 for 1, the game in the balance as we start off the second part of the innings after the power play. First bowling change coming up. Shambhu Kumar, the right arm leg spinner, comes into the attack. He's got a man at deep square leg, a man at deep mid wicket, a man at long on. Patrolling the boundaries. There's no man inside the circle in the 30th on leg side as Hassan chops this one towards slip. Ball keeping a bit low out here. This time slightly wider, gives Hassan that extra bit of time to place it towards deep extra cover. Both the batsmen easily completing their second. Asim was struggling a bit, but by the time the throw came in, he made it easily. Tosses this one up, much better ball. Vivek missing that one, but no harm there. Dot ball, good bit of bowling. Inviting. Okay, copy. Fourth ball coming up, goes onto the back foot, plays this towards the cover boundary. There's a fielder there. And they easily amble through for a single. Have a look at that. The previous ball, they had enough time to get the batsman run out, but Shambhu wasn't alert and ensures Asim stays on the crease. At this time, cuts this one towards point. The ball just turned at the last second. Daman, the captain, giving up the chase right up to the end. So 4 more. The man at Gully unable to stop that one, allows that boundary to go through. 4 more runs to the total. There's a 50 coming up. Sorry, 54 now. The 50 coming in 6.4 and then followed by a boundary at the ball. He missed that one. The spinner's ball is going to turn. You got to account for that. The moment you turn the wrong way, you are going to find it difficult. As they change the field, Daman goes now to gully. So Munir, the captain, goes down to gully. This time is leg side wide and 5 wides to the total. So slowly Orient now trying to get a grip and Daman starting to lose the plot. Shambhu was unhappy with the boundary being given away, and this time he's guilty of bowling the googly the wrong side. He should have started from outside the off stump, ends up from starting from way down the leg side. No chance for the keeper Vivek to cut that one off. So 5 runs to the total and score moves on to 59. Asking for an LBW and playing across the line is being given. Yes, that was always on the cards. The moment you try to sweep a full delivery, you are in trouble. A good comeback by Shambhu gets Syed Asim out for 30 of 20. Have a look at that. Quite full, right in front, and the umpire confirms that yes, it's going to hit the stumps. So 3rd wicket down at the score of 59. The man out, Syed Asim, out for 30 of 20 balls with 6 boundaries. End of the over, 12 runs coming for of it. come back after that small little. 2 more runs added to the total. Score moves on to 63 with last ball of the over. Onto the back foot, plays it towards covers. They complete a single. Good over by Majid, keeps it to just 5 runs of the over. And at the end of 8 overs, 64 for the loss of 3 wickets. Current run rate of 8 runs and over will get them to 160. Continue करना जब तक मैं रोकूं. Shambhu to continue. 1 over 12 runs. He got the wicket of Syed Asim of the last ball of the previous over. He bowled. Some slightly short, goes onto the back foot, plays it towards mid-off. Munir, the captain there, he feels the ball, doesn't allow a run. Score remains on 64. Tossed up delivery, lovely little loop there. And Hassan at the moment not ready to take any risk. He's already seen 3 of his main batsmen go back to the hut. He needs to stay there. At the moment, you can think of staying right up to the end. At this time, under edges this one, wanted to cut this one. Inner half of the bat towards the keeper. So 3 balls, no run. Shambhu's pretty rhythmatic bowler. The moment he settles into a rhythm, he starts bowling beautifully. He started off with the leg spinner, the googly to follow, and then again the leg spinner, this time slightly short, allows Hassan to go back onto the back foot and get a single, asking the fielder to hurry the ball back. As we have a look at Amila's taking strike. Amila goes onto the back foot, plays it towards point, and a misfield there again by Majid this time. Allows a single. Amila is now on 2 of 4. Just 2 runs of the first 5 balls of this over. That's the last ball of the 9th over coming up. This time a Yorker ball, digs it out and ends up taking a single for that. So 3 runs coming off that over. 9 overs completed, 67 for the loss of 3 wickets. Have a look at Amila's stats. Is 11 matches, 183 runs, average of 36.6, strike rate of 61. They'll be hoping that he stays with Hassan Saud to the maximum and provides support. 67 for 3. Majid to Hassan, who get width on offer and sends this towards the long off boundary for 4. So breaking the shackles, Majid slightly guilty of giving the width that Hassan was looking for. And into the fence she goes for 4. 60, score moves on to 71. This time, much better ball. Pulls it on to the leg stump. He plays it down towards long on for a single. Score moves on to 72. Have a look at that. Width on offer, goes on to one knee and sends us towards a wide long off boundary. This time another full delivery, but possibly going down leg side. Amila missing the sweep. Living dangerously out here. Majid's not going to bowl short. He bowls it up to the batsman. So a sweep's not a very good option. You're more better going downtown. This time much better, but the umpire still unmoved. Probably again hitting on the back leg, but probably just going down leg side is what the umpire thinks. Have a look at that. Back to the bowler this time, throwing it back to the stumps. Majid not happy that he didn't get any of them in his favor. So 3 runs. Have a look at that. This one on the front leg, but the second one on to the back leg, but probably still sticks. All the 3 sticks were being seen, prompted the umpire not to give that LBW. So 72 for 3 with one more ball left, as he this time plays this towards, covers the fielder there running around to his right, keeps it down to a single. End of the over, 73 for 3. With Daman Insurance keeping a hold on the proceedings, not allowing the Orient batsman to get away. 73 for 3 at the end of 10. Over number 11, Mohammad Clark to start. He bowls to Amila, who plays it towards deep extra cover, wanting the second. Hassan not interested, keeps it down to a single. The slip, Majid runs towards a Clark to give him a bit of information. Score moves on to 74. First ball of the 11th over completed. Second ball coming up. Hassan taking strike. There's a slip and plays. As this time, big looping delivery, wanting to go for the big one, but doesn't get good connection. But in the end, still gets a single for that. Takes him off strike. Takes the score to 75. Remember, the winner of this game will play the finals next week against ANIB Bulls, as Amila comes down the track, takes it on the full, plays it towards the man at long off for a single. Score moves on to 76. Noman Waris, the fielder there, patrolling the long off boundary. See, there's 5 men outside 30 yards. The man at deep extra cover, the man at long off, long on, mid wicket, and cow corner. As a Clark bowling to Hassan, who's at the moment dropped anchor. He is batting 18 of 24. And Amila is batting 5 of 10. So just one boundary since the departure of Asim. This time in the air, skews it. The man, Noman Waris, is a bit far away from that. Unable to take that catch. So one more run to the total. फील्डर को दिखाओ, फील्डर को दिखाओ. Score moves on to 76. Amila takes it on the full again, sends it towards long off. Varis unable to cut this off, so a welcome boundary for Orient Insurance takes the score on to 81. At the end of 11 overs, 81, 8 runs coming off that over. Was a good over until the last ball where Amila took it on the full and sent this to the right of the man at long off. So 81 for 3 at the end of 11.
And to be able to be there at that time, it's exciting to be able to help all these families and get them back to normal life. Because as a adjuster, that is our main goal, to restore families after catastrophe, bring them back, and even the community too, bring them back to some sort of normal life and help them.
For us to be able to help restore and enhance their lives, their businesses, and their communities. I mean, that's what it's all about. That's what's really exciting.
A big part of it for me is to be able to help people get their lives back on track and be able to move forward after an aftermath.
And that is what we do day in and day out, with helping people get back into their homes, with restoring the community. Our guys live and breathe that motto every single day.
Over number 12, Shambhu to begin. Again, short cut sends this towards deep point. The man from extra coming around, a Clark. By the time he feels 2 more runs added, score moves on to 83. And Hassan moving on to 21 with that double. This time slightly quicker, plays it towards square leg. The fielder coming in from deep square leg towards the 30-yard circle, keeps it down to a single. Score moves on to 84. Amila again coming down the track, taking it on the full, and fielding misjudgment allows a boundary to be scored. So the pressure starting to release. As have a look at that. The misfield allows the boundary to go through. अंपायर का क्या सिग्नल था वो? नहीं, उसके बाद क्या इशारा किया? वार्निंग दिया कि 5 रन पेनल्टी दी है? कंफर्म कर लो स्कोरर से. बाउंड्री वापस दिखाना. ओके नोटेड. मेरे को खाली पिछला बाउंड्री दिखाना है ना, लास्ट बॉल वाला जो बाउंड्री था. Okay, Shambhu bowling this one. Amila comes down the track, takes it on the full, and runs onto the wicket. That's what the umpire was indicated after he signaled the boundary. Warned the batsman from running onto the danger area. So Amila now is on the watch. He's batting 13 of 12 with 2 boundaries to his credit, but has to make sure he doesn't run. He had his spikes on, so change them probably to rubber soles now. In the air towards cover boundary. The ball turns around and one more boundary. Clark ran across, but the moment the ball pitched, it started turning, and one more boundary to the total score moves on to 92. Have a look at that. The ball in the air, the moment it pitched, it turned the other way, and Clark was found on the other side. So 4 more to the total score moves on to 92. And he moves on to 17 of 13. This time slightly short towards the man. A short fine, another misfield, and a hat-trick of boundaries. Score moves on to 96 with one more ball left in the over. Shot this time, goes onto the back foot, plays it towards short fine. Have a look at that. The moment the ball pitched, it turned, and the fielder at short fine didn't take that into account, allowed that one to race away towards the boundary. Score moved on to 96 with the ball to spare in the 12th over. In the air, and this time even better, goes for a maximum. So the 100 coming up, 102 for 3 at the end of 12 overs. "21 runs over" comes to a close. "102 for 3. And Amila now is batting 27 of 15 balls, prompting Munir to bring Majid back into the attack. Majid bowling to Hassan, slightly short, plays it back towards the bowler. No run there. 102 for 3 at the end of 12. Run rate of 8.5 will get them to 170. They'll be eyeing that minimum. Daman too has some good batting lineup at this time. Hassan sends this over the long off boundary for a maximum. Score moves on to 108 with that 6. And he moves on to 28 of 29. His partnership already making 49 in 6.2 overs. इन दोनों की 49 की पार्टनरशिप हो गई है, तो अगर सिंगल या कुछ ले तो साथ में आते हैं तो दिखा देना. 49-run partnership between these two as of now, as plays it towards deep mid-wicket. They complete one, they come back for two. So the 50-run partnership between these two players, 51 of exactly 6.3 overs, and slowly starting to take control of the innings. Score moves on to 110. Asking for another one this time, but is it going down leg side? Majid's been the one who's not benefited from any of these. Probably going down leg side. The keeper too was moving down the leg side, so that also indicates which way the ball's going. And then 10 for 3. Onto the pads, this time beating the man at 45, and the ball racing away towards the fence. The batsman come back for 2. Score moves on to 112. With one more ball left in the 13th over. वो वाला LBW भी replay दिखाना. Onto the pads, but this one's clearly not going to hit the stump. So another exciting appeal, but the umpire unboot gives a leg by. 113 for 3 at the end of 13. Run, 54-run partnership of 36 balls between these two. Amila making 27 out of that. And Hassan too contributing equally well towards the total. Shambhu to continue. Full onto the legs, plays it towards deep backward square leg. The fielder doing well, keeps it down to a single. Have a look at the last LBW. Have a look at the moment it was pitched. Have a look at the wicket keeper. He too was going down leg side. Appealed for that, but the umpire was not interested. So Amila still there at the center as he comes down, takes it on the full, another full toss, and he's sent this over the bowler's head for another maximum. So score moves on to 114. And he now moves on to, score moves on to 120 with that 6. He now moves on to 33 of 16 with 4 boundaries and 2 maximums. Handsome looking short. He's not allowing Shambhu to settle into a rhythm. This time through covers towards the wide long off. The fielder there doing well to stop it with his legs. Saves a certain boundary, but 2 more runs added. Score moves on to 122. Shambhu has to pull that length back. Amila is coming down the track. He can probably drift one down leg side too. Wouldn't be a bad idea. The umpire this time calls it a dot ball. So one more dot ball to the total, to the innings. Score remains on 122. The moment he sees if he can fire out one down leg side and Vivek collects at one, could have Amila in a spot of bother. Edges this one towards short third, no run there. Good piece of bowling. Sorry, that's Akhlaq who's bowling. Apologies, it's Akhlaq who's bowling that. This time, chance of a stumping, is it? And it's been referred upstairs. That's what I was talking about. Beat him in the flight, and there's always an opportunity. Vivek has broken the stumps. This has been referred upstairs. Clearly beaten in flight, and ball has been collected in front of the stumps. No ball there, ball आगे से collect किया. Will be rightfully called a no ball and a free hit. So what should have been a wicket has resulted in a no ball and a free hit to follow. Rightfully referred upstairs by the man at square leg. And more agony for Daman Insurance, who probably should have had the score at 122 for 4, is now 123 for 3. The field doesn't change. Amila is still at the center. He's 35 of 20 balls. Plays it in the air. The man at extra cover comes around, keeps it down to a single. Score moves on to 124. .124 for 3 or 14. Amila batting 36 of 21. Mohammad Asif comes to the attack, coming from round the wicket. 124 for 3. Current run rate of 8.9 will get them to 180. As Amila plays this towards extra cover boundary, there's a fielder there. Score moves on to 125. 125 for 3 as Hassan places down the ground straight towards the non-striker sticks. No run there. Dot ball. 125 for 3. Hassan batting 33 of 35 and Amila is 37 of 22. He came in at a time when this side was tottering at 59 for 3, and since then with Hassan has just taken the innings to a different level as width on offer, sends us towards the extra cover boundary. Fielder unable to cut it off. 4 more to the total. Easy pickings for Hassan. That sort of length is what he's looking for, and across the lane, just slanting across, goes onto one knee and sends us towards the extra cover boundary for 4 more. Score moves on to 129. Again, width on offer. This time the man at extra cover cuts it away, but the single completed. Score moves on to 130. Yorker length, well bowled right into the slot. Amila does well to keep it outside. Score remains on 130 with 1 more ball left in the 15th over. This time slightly short, plays it towards deep mid wicket. The fielder coming around. Complete another double. .133 for 3 at the end of 15 overs. Amila batting 40 of 38 and Amila batting 38 of 23 and Hassan Saud batting 40 of 38. Over number 16, Hassan plays the big one. And the man at mid-wicket can just retrieve the ball back. So, first ball and Hassan goes in for the maximum. 6 runs coming off it. Sai Sandeep back into the attack. Welcome with the maximum of the first ball he bowled. This time, full delivery, plays it towards deep mid-wicket. They complete 1 and they now come back for the second. 2 more to the total. Score moves on to 141 and this time straight towards the man, but over his head for another maximum. So 50 for he moves on to 54 of 41 balls. Easy pickings for him and 14 runs coming off the first 3 balls. Pressure on the bowler. Score now moves on to 147 for 3 in 15.3 overs. Trying to go full, but the moment you miss the slot, this one down leg side will be called a wide. So score moves on to 148. 2 boundaries and 3 maximums to Hassan Saud, who's now batting 54 of 41. This time cuts this one towards point. Cannot stop the single. Score moves on to 149 with 2 more balls left in the over. He moves on to 55 of 42. In the air, over the man at gully for 4 more. So 150 coming up. Score moves on to 153. Have a look at that. In the slot, over the man at gully for 4 more. Drives this towards long off. They complete 1. Easily come back for 2. Wanting to effect the run out, but allows that 4 more. So the 100 partnership comes up between these two. 2 runs easily makes it. None of the fielders behind the sticks back that one up. So in the end, gave away 6 runs. 159 for 3 at the end of 16. Needless throw allowed the 2 to be converted to 6 runs. दिखाना पार्टनरशिप दिखाना मेरे को कंट्रीब्यूशन बताना दोनों का अमिला का 48 है उसका कंट्रीब्यूशन कितना है हसन का कितना कंट्रीब्यूशन है इसमें बताओ जो भी है अच्छा ठीक है वाइट स्क्रीन जाके फटाफट मेरे को बताओ तो मैं करूं 100-run partnership contribution by Amila 48, 49 by Hassan, who now plays this towards wide of long on. By the time the fielder comes back, 2 more to the total. And score moves on to 161. Mohammad Asif bowling his second over. Another Yorker delivery punches this one out towards long off for a single. Score moves on to 162. Amila plays this towards point. By the time Majid fields that one, a single completed. Score moves on to 163. in the air, one bounce towards the man at long off. Score moves on to 164 with that single. 4 singles of the first 4 balls. Bowled a good line. The moment he is bowling to Hassan, he's bowling it very full, and Amila is just holding the line back. This time quite full, sends it towards deep mid wicket. There's a single, 5 balls, 5 singles, and a 50 coming up for Amila. 50 of 27 balls with 5 boundaries and 3 maximums to his credit. This time to the left of Majid, the ball races away towards the point boundary for 4 more. So 5 runs of the first 5 balls and a boundary of the last gets them 9 runs of the over. 17 completed, 169. Have a look at it. Across, around the wicket, across. Again goes on one knee, plays it towards point, and the ball races away towards the boundary for 169. Onto the pads. Majid again troubling Amila, but still not able to get that. Another needless throw gives away another extra run. 2 more runs to the total. Leg buys, but they will not mind that. Another good shot. 1 bounce over the extra cover boundary for 4 more. Plays it towards short square leg for a single. So 1 more run to the total. Score moves on to 176. This time towards deep mid wicket. The fielder there completes the catch. So end of a good innings by Hassan. He's out for 63 of 47 balls. Caught a deep mid wicket. Some respite for Daman Insurance as he makes his way back to the pavilion. Brings Keshav Sharma. Have a look at that. Safe hands. He's out caught. Caught by Shambhu off the bowling of Majid. 63 of 47. 3 boundaries, 3 maximums. And a happy dugout which was under the pump out the fall of the 3rd wicket. 60. 117 runs partnership comes to an end. Brings the left-hander onto strike. Keshav Sharma, 14 matches, 259 runs, average of 25.9 as 1 more run added to the total. A slight misfield, but not ready to take that risk of an extra run, suicidal run rather. So score moves on to 177 for 4. As Amila places in the air, brings the man at long on, who unable to catch that one, is struggling at the moment, allows the couple to be completed. And Amila is making most of the opportunities that are at the moment presented to him. End of the over, 179 for 4.
And to be able to be there at that time, it's exciting to be able to help all those families and get them back to normal life. Because as a adjuster, that is our main goal, to restore families after catastrophe, bring them back, and even the community too, bring them back to some sort of normal life and help them.
For us to be able to help restore and enhance their lives, their businesses, and their communities. I mean, that's what it's all about. That's what's really exciting.
A big part of it for me is to be able to help people get their lives back on track and be able to move forward after an aftermath.
And that is what we do day in and day out, with helping people get back into their homes, with restoring the community. Our guys live and breathe that motto every single day.
Keshav on strike, he plays it towards long on. Fielder does well to keep it down to a thing. We come back for a second. Could be a chance of a run out, but the throw was a bit wide, allowed that double to be completed. Asif, the bowler there. Score moves on to 181. They will be eyeing that 200 mark. As full toss plays it towards the man, it covers. There's no run there. Paddles this one down. There's nobody patrolling the boundary towards fine leg. The man from deep square comes around, fields the ball, but the batsman complete 2 more. Score moves on to 183. This time towards the man at long off for a single. Score moves on to 184. Fast follow, the good Yorker length delivery doesn't let the batsman get under it. They manage to squeeze in a single. 185 for 4 at the end of 19. They will be eyeing that 200 mark. Comes into bowl the last over. Majid. So Majid's bowled 4 overs for 29. So it's Noman who's bowling that one in the air through the vacant cover region for 4. So good start to the over for Orient. Score moves on to 89. Noman Waris had given away 30 runs in the first 3 overs that he has bowled. Starts off with the boundary against his name, prompting the change of field. Brings the man from square leg towards point, and the man at point being sent towards the cover boundary. Needs to have 4 men inside the circle, so he's got 4 of them. 1 at square leg, 1 at short find, a man at short third, and a man at gully. Amila plays it in the air towards the mid-wicket boundary. 1 bounce, 4 more. So that's the license he has now. With the last few balls, make the most of it as he scores another boundary. And the score now moves on to 193. Third ball of the over. Plays it in the air towards the man at long on. And they complete a single. Brings the left-hander onto strike. Score moves on to 194. Keshav plays it back towards the bowler. No run there. Put all his force behind that one, but ended up playing it back towards the bowler. Score remains on 194. 2 more balls left in the innings. Plays this towards long off. They complete a single. Gets Amila to take strike for the last ball of the innings. $195 for 4. Last ball of the innings coming up. Amila on strike. He's batting 67 of 36. Trying to go for the big hoik. Misses that one. End of the innings. 195 for 4. Good comeback by Noman after being hit for 2 boundaries of the first 2 balls. Gave away just 2 runs of the remaining 4. Ends the score at 195 as we have a look at the full scorecard of the Orient innings. After the captain Hassan Saud won the toss and he elected to take first strike. Syed Asim, LBW Shambhu 30 of 20 with 6 boundaries. Sufyan bowled Noman for 1 of 2. Mohit Kalyan out, caught Vivek, bowled Sai Sandeep for 5 of 8 with 1 boundary. Hassan Saud caught by Shambhu off the bowling of Majid for 63 of 47. He had 3 boundaries and 3 maximums. Amila not out 67 of 37 with 8 boundaries and 3 maximums. And Keshav Sharma 7 runs of 7 balls without a boundary to his credit. 22 extras in the innings. As we have a look at the bowling card, Noman Waris 4 overs, 40 runs, 1 wicket. Sai Sandeep 4 overs, 1 maiden, 43 runs and 1 wicket. Shambhu 3 overs, 36 runs, 1 wicket. Majid 4 overs, 29 runs, 1 wicket. Mohammad Akhlaq 2 overs, 19 runs, no wicket. And Mohammad Asif 3 overs, 25 runs, no wicket. Fall of wickets, Mohammad Sufyan out of the 5th ball of the innings for 9. Mohit was out at 3.1 overs at the score of 28. Syed Asim was out at the end of 7th over at the score of 59. And then a 117-run partnership ended when Hassan was out at the score of 176 of 17.4. So 196 is what Daman Insurance need against Orient Insurance for a place in the finals of the Insurance Cricket Premier League Season 11 in the Super 8 phase.
and to be able to be there at that time, it's exciting to be able to help all these families and get them back to normal life. Because as a adjuster, that is our main goal, to restore families after catastrophe, bring them back, and even the community too, bring them back to some sort of normal life and help them.
For us to be able to help restore and enhance their lives, their businesses, and their communities, I mean, that's what it's all about. That's what's really exciting.
A big part of it for me is to be able to help people get their lives back on track and be able to move forward after an aftermath.
And that is what we do day in and day out, with helping people get back into their homes, with restoring the community. Our guys live and breathe that motto every single day.
Welcome, and the chase underway. Daman Insurance had given away 195 in the 20 overs that they bowled. Need 196 now to make it to the final and get a chance to compete against the ANIV Bulls, who earlier in the day got the better of Sukoon. टाइम एलोकेटेड के हिसाब से चालू करो, हमारी गलती नहीं है कि फील्डर बराबर पूरे नहीं है. First ball to start, right down the ball, back past the bowler into the non-striker. This is the third time in the day that the non-striker stumps have been broken. No run. Jasim is the one who's taking strike. Mohammad Asif is partner. Jasim का stats दिखा दे. Amila, Jasim plays him over the man at mid-off, and the ball races away for the first runs of the innings with a boundary. Didn't get it right in the meat of the bat, but it had enough air and legs to carry it over the man at mid-off and race away towards the long-off boundary for 4. shouldn't be disheartening for the bowler because the batsman needs those big runs. He will always get a chance to get one back, as this time plays it over mid-on towards the long-on boundary for 4 more. So back-to-back boundaries. Jasim just playing through the line of the ball. The moment he saw it, he had half a chance. He's going for that. At the moment, is rewarded with 2 boundaries. Have a look at that. Through the line of the ball, over the man at mid-off. 1 bounce into the boundary for 4. Score moves on to 8. Prompting a change in the field. The man at extra cover comes inside the circle, and the man at deep mid wicket goes out, as this time he plays it over the bowler's head. The man at mid on, Hassan Saud, the captain, fields, but after he had let the batsman complete a single, score moves on to 9. Brings Asif to strike. Change in the field again. The man at covers goes out towards the boundary. This time Asif plays a not so convincing shot, but comes back for 2. Score moves on to 11. Daman Insurance deciding to go full throttle right from the word go. At the moment, have managed to score 11 runs in the first 5 balls of the innings. Change in the field again. The man at covers comes inside, and the man at mid-on goes back towards the long-on boundary. This time edges this one to a short fine. End of the over, 11 of it. 11 for the loss of no wicket. Over number 2, left arm spinner Keshav Sharma comes into the attack. Plays this towards deep mid wicket for a single. Score moves on to 12. This time will be called a wide, finding this one under the bat. Jasim wanted to go big on that one, didn't get any edge. So score moves on to 13. This time full-blooded shot through Asim's leg, who wasn't ready for that one, and races away towards the cover boundary for 4. Score moves on to 17. अरे रिप्ले देखा तू रहमान क्या कर रहा है यार उसके पैरों के अंदर से बॉल गई है. This time balls is slower and he's bowled him. It was always on the cards. Jasim was going for everything possible. There was one that would probably shatter his stumps or get pouched, and in the end his stumps are shattered. 17 for the loss of 1 wicket, and the first wicket down for Daman Insurance. Sorry, that was Asif who was out. Bowled for 6 or 4 balls with 1 boundary. Adil Yassin comes to the crease. Caught on the crease. Lucky for him. He got some bat on it. He was half cocked to that shot. And would have lost his stump. Or rather, would have been LBW had he missed that one. Again, playing back to 1. He's not going forward, nor is he coming back. He's playing from within the crease. He has to make sure he's coming forward. 6 runs of this over so far with a wicket. 17 for 1. Is that going down leg side? No, the umpire thinks it's straightened up. So he was always a candidate had he if he stays on the back foot. So a double strike to end the over. 17 for 2. Adil Yassin, LBW for no score. Of the 3 balls he's faced. भाई स्कोर कर उसको. Manoj Nadaraja, the number 4 batsman, comes in at the fall of the wicket of Adil Yassin, who was LBW Keshav. Now before he had got Mohammad Asif bowled. So good comeback by Orient. Have a look at that. The first wicket playing across the line and his stumps were shattered after he got a brilliant boundary of the previous ball. And then the next ball coming from catching him on the wicket as he plays his first ball of the over. Amila guided down towards short third. The fielder there misfields it, allows the ball to go to the boundary. Score moves on to 21. And Jashim moves on to 14 of 6 balls that he's faced. हाँ वापस दिखाओ. हाँ दिखा रहा हूँ. 21. This time playing it was shot to the mid-off fielder. No run there. Amila, good comeback. Have a look at that second wicket that was fallen. Loops up. He played across the line, all around it, and the moment he was struck on the pad, it was always on the cards. Not happy with that decision, but then it stays on, and Adil Yassin was adjudged LBW. This time plays it in the air, 1 bounce towards the fielder at mid-wicket. A bit of a contest going on. Amila versus Jasim. At the moment, Jasim's scored 3 boundaries, but not after he's also given away half a chance there. So Amila wouldn't be bothered much about that. He knows that he needs one of those balls that should get Jasim into trouble. (22 for 2). Brings Manoj on to strike for the first time. From around the wicket, tucks him in. He wants to send it towards gully and take a single, but not to be. There's a man at deep gully out there. And the man at long on. Again, tucks him up, plays it towards deep gully. They take off for a single. Good bit of fielding by the man at deep gully. Seeing that Manoj was ambling down the wicket, he threw it towards the non-strikers. Then Mohit ran in from mid-off and did the covering. So that's good cricketing sense that we call. Trying to create an opportunity there. Keeps the batsman on his toes. Jasim on strike. This time in the air, holding the line. Man at mid-wicket coming around and drops that one. The thing that he had circled around a bit, he didn't manage to hold on to it. Still on all fours. Thinking he had it covered, but not to be. In the air. Moving away from him, a good chance, but in the end shelved it. Jasim 16 of 9 with 3 boundaries. Leaving a bit dangerous as this time he plays with soft hands back to the bowler. Keshav operating with the new ball along with Amila. This time threw him going on the back foot, trying to punch that one, but didn't get any bat on that, so no run. Onto the pads, playing it towards short fine, so another dot ball. After the first over, 11 runs burst, they've lost a couple of wickets, and then slowly that run rate has started creeping up again. At this time will be called a wide, going on trying to play it over the man at short fine, but doesn't get any contact. The keeper Kuram doing the collection there down the leg side. Score moves on to 25. This time playing it towards deep mid-wicket, and this time the fielder does well to take that. So Jasim's short stay comes to an end. It was always going to go behind that one all the way, and this time straight to the man at deep mid-wicket. Vimukti, the fielder there, takes a good judge catch. He's out for 16 of 13 balls with 3 boundaries. Oh, look at it. And slowing that one, giving it a bit of air outside the off stump. He fetches it from there. That made sure that he didn't get the distance that he is looking for, and just the right elevation to reach the man at Deep mid wicket. "25 for 3. Man out Jasim called Vimukti off the bowling of Keshav for 16 with 13 balls. Keshav, another dot ball. Abdul Qayyum, the new man. Five balls done in the over. Just given. Nearly had another one. Beats him all, ends up. End of the over. A wicket maiden. Sorry, that was a wide that he had bowled in that over. So it wasn't a wicket maiden. 25 for 3 at the end of 4. Amila bowling to Manoj. Plays it off the back foot towards the man at square leg. Asim, the fielder, allows the single to be completed. As Abdul Qayyum plays it towards deep mid wicket for a single. Score moves on to 27. Manoj wants to take a single. A chance nearly missed. Abdul Qayyum took off the blocks. Manoj said no, and Vimukti, the fielder, missed the ball. Probably had he held on to it and had a shy at the stumps, Qayyum could have been in danger. As Manoj tries to pierce the cover fielder, finds the man to perfection. As this time rears of the surface a bit, catching Manoj by surprise, but into the keeper's gloves, no run there. Again, wild swing, no contact whatsoever, so another dot ball. Keshav Sharma continuing in the air towards the mid-wicket region. There's a fielder there on the lines. He just comes back and collects the ball, gives away a single. Manoj goes wanting to go big, but again misses the line, pitched outside the off stump, so wouldn't be given a LBW, so he survives that one. Score remains on 28. Again, mistimes the sweep, but nine 28 for 3. Comes down and is easily stumped. His resistance comes to an end. Manoj out for 2 of 10. Wanting to break the shackles, but beaten in flight, and quick stumping by Kuram sees the end of Manoj, who's out for 2 of 10. So more agony for Daman Insurance, who are now 28 for 4. Another left-hander to the crease, edges that one out of Kuram's hand. Last ball of the over. A dot ball, end of the over, 28 for 5 at the end of 28 for 4 at the end of 6 overs. Over number 7, Amila Pereira to bowl his last over of the day. Bowls a full ball, plays it towards short covers. Asim the fielder there. 28 for 4. New man Majid at number 6, partnering Abdul Qayyum. Beaten into the keeper's gloves, no runs. Score remains on 28. Plays it in the air towards point. A miscommunication allows the single to be completed. Score 29 for 4. Majid off the blocks as soon as he sensed the single. Abdul Qayyum wasn't sure, but still went through. Luckily for them, the ball didn't hit the sticks, so a single completed. Score moves on to 29. Full toss, plays it towards short covers. Didn't expect it was dipping on him. Plays it towards the right of covers this time. Vimukti quickly races across to his right. Stops the ball. So the score remains on 29. Chasing that one will be called a wide, so one more extra. Score moves on to 30. One more ball left in the 7th over. Amila's 3.5 overs, 22 runs, no wicket. All the 4 wickets as of now taken by Keshav Sharma. As he plays it back to as a bowler. End of Amila Pereira's 4 overs. He had given away 11 runs in the first over, and the following 3 overs just gave away 11. His 4 overs, 22 runs, no wicket.
And to be able to be there at that time, it's exciting to be able to help all these families and get them back to normal life. Because as a adjuster, that is our main goal, to restore families after catastrophe, bring them back, and even the community too, bring them back to some sort of normal life and help them.
For us to be able to help restore and enhance their lives, their businesses, and their communities. I mean, that's what it's all about. That's what's really exciting.
A big part of it for me is to be able to help people get their lives back on track and be able to move forward after an aftermath.
And that is what we do day in and day out, with helping people get back into their homes, with restoring the community. Our guys live and breathe that motto every single day.
Keshav Sharma to continue his last over for the day. So Orient trying to get wickets in clusters. They've already got 4. Keshav Sharma ideally will want to go for his 5er if he gets a chance, as this time drives it towards mid-off. The man at deep mid-off, Sufyan, runs across to his left, stops the ball, so saves that boundary. One more run to the total. Score moves on to 31. Another wild swing, misses that one, so another dot ball. Score remains on 31. For 4. Another wild swing, misses that one, so another dot ball. Majid yet to get off the mark. He's already faced 6 balls. 7 balls rather. This time driving it towards covers. Vimukti, the fielder there. Another dot ball. Plays it towards long on and gets off the mark with that single. Vivek Singh at number 7 is not going to take strike as Majid is going to take strike. Abdul Kaim was out on the last ball of the previous over. Brings Vimukti into the attack. He has already held 2 catches today. And now we'll have the ball in hand as the first ball he bowls a full toss. Majid is unable to send this anywhere beyond the fielders. So another dot ball. 164 more runs needed in 12 overs at 13.67 at the start of this over. Gets even worse as they get another dot ball. This time in the air and a beautiful strike. First maximum, it was tossed up, and this time Majid has seen enough to send this over the long off boundary for a maximum. Have a look, tossed up, extension of the arms, and the ball just sailing over the long off boundary for a maximum. So 38 for 5, something to cheer for Daman Insurance. They need a few more like these from the remaining batsmen. They've already seen 5 of them go back into the hut without much of contribution, as this time drills us down towards long on. There's a fielder there, Sufyan. Keeps it down to a single. Score moves on to 39. .3 overs. Hassan Saud, the captain, off the field for a few overs. So Khurram's taken captaincy duties. Vivek Singh wrapped on the pads, will not be given. This one's going down leg side for sure. So an appeal just out of curiosity rather than any conviction out there. So no run there. Score remains on 39. Vivek is not yet off the mark. He's just faced 1 ball. This time good loop. Just playing it back towards the bowler. Last ball of the over coming up. Score remains on 39. Down the leg side will be called a wide. Score moves on to 40. 40 for 5. We are in the 9th over of the game. On the back foot, plays it back towards the bowler. End of the over, 40 for the loss of 5 at the end of 9. Majid batting 8 of 12 with 1-6, and Vivek Singh batting none of the 3 balls he's faced so far. Over number 10, Majid plays it softly to his point. They take off for a single, chance of a run out, and the ball coming off Iftikhar's Imran Iftikhar's shin. They take another run, a risky run completed, so 42 for 5. In the air, the man at gully this time, it's Vimukti again under the ball. His third catch for the day. 42 for 6. And this chase just going down every 42 for 6. Have a look at that. Safe hands and this third catch sends Majid to the hut. He's out for 10 or 14 balls with 1-6. Munir, the captain, to the center now, coming in at number 8. Imran Iftikhar to continue. Off spin. Plays it towards square leg. The fielder coming in. Keeps it down to a single. And he's off the mark with that single. Takes the score on to 43. Vivek on strike. Goes onto the back foot, plays it back towards the bowler, no run. Two more balls before the drinks break as he plays this one. Handsome shot over the cover region. The ball just stopping before the boundary rope, so they come back for 2. Good shot. It was in the slot and he made it travel towards the long cover boundary. Couldn't reach the fence but gets 2 runs for that. Score moves on to 45. On the back foot, plays it towards mid wicket. End of the over. 10 overs completed. 46 for 6. As we have a look at the scorecard. Scorecard dikhana. Scorecard दिखा दे. As we'll have a look at the scorecard of Daman Insurance coming in to reply for the 195 that was scored by Orient. Jasim was caught. Vimukti bowled Keshav for 16 of 13. Mohammad Asif bowled Keshav 6 of 4 with 1 boundary. Adil Yasin LBW Keshav for no score of 3 balls. Manoj stumped by Khurram off the bowling of Keshav for 2 of 10. Abdul Qayyum caught Vimukti bowled Keshav 4 of 9 balls with no boundaries. Majid caught Vimukti bowled Imran for 10 of 14 with 1 maximum. Vivek Singh batting 3 of 6 and Munir, the captain, batting 1 of 1. 4 extras in the innings. As we have a look at the bowling card. Amila Pereira 4 overs, 22 runs, no wicket. Keshav 4 overs, 10 runs, 5 wickets. Vimukti 1 over, 8 runs, no wicket. In Imran Iftikhar 1 over, 6 runs and a wicket to his credit. Vimukti to continue over number 11. Vivek on strike to Vimukti. In the air towards the man at covers, and he gets his first boundary. The 50 coming up in 10.1. Something to cheer for Daman Insurance. 50 for 6 in 10.1 overs. Vivek Singh gets a boundary. He's now batting 7 of 7 with an offer, and then plays it towards the cover boundary. The man at extra cover, unable to cut it off. This time drives it towards covers. By the time Hassan fields that ball, a single being collected. Score moves on to 51. Takes him on to 8. Takes the score on to 51. Munir playing to his soft hands towards point. No run. Tossed up delivery, plays it towards covers. Hassan, the fielder there. Coming from over the wicket. Again, cuts this one towards covers, and a bad fall for Hassan. In a bit of pain. Score moves on to 52. Have a look at that. Slips and on his shoulder. Camp nearly have their 1 foot in the finals, and they'll be hoping he'll be fit before next Saturday, as a good bit of fielding with a bad throw allows that single to be completed in the end. Imran Iftikhar to continue. Beaten in the flight, but still manages to get a single, and the score moves on to 53. The bowler having to run back and do the fielding of his own bowling. There's a big drive, but no contact whatsoever, so another dot ball. Goes on to the back foot, plays it towards deep cover. There's a fielder there. Score moves on to 54. 54 for 6. 3 balls completed in the over so far. Munir plays it back towards the bowler. No run. Soft hands, plays it towards short cover this time again. No run. Last ball of the over coming up. end of the over. 12 overs completed, 54 for the loss of 6 wickets. Imran Iftikhar, 2 overs, 8 runs, 1 wicket. Vimukti to continue. Vivek Singh plays it over the bowler's head. Ball going towards the long off boundary. The fielder doing well to keep it inside the boundary ropes. Mohit. And they come back for 2. Score moves on to 56. Trying to play it over covers, edges this one, and the ball going towards the third man boundary, and 2 more runs to the total. And score moves on to 58. Plays it towards deep mid wicket. No foot movement, but manages to get bat on ball. So 1 more run to the total. Score moves on to 57. 59 rather. 54 when they started. 2 doubles and a single of the first 3 balls. This time slightly short. Surprising the batsman, but a dot ball. So 2 more balls left in the over. The dot ball, last ball of the over, 59 for 6. In the air towards mid wicket, there's a fielder there for that. Amila Pereira, who does the fielding. Misfields a couple of times, but still just keeps it down to a single. 60 for 6 at the end of 13. Imran Iftikhar bowling to Munir, who plays this towards deep mid wicket. They complete a single. Score moves on to 61. In the air towards deep cover, there's a fielder there for another single. Score moves on to 62. Munir plays it towards short cover. There's a fielder there. Score remains on 62. Tossing this one. This time plays it towards deep mid wicket. Amila, the fielder, coming, and he drops that one. Probably at the hindsight had indication that there was somebody else coming close and drops that one. So a reprieve for Munir. Let's go moves on to 63. First shot that was played in the air for quite some time. As this time Vivek plays it in the air over the man at extra cover for a maximum. So score moves on to 69 with that maximum. Last ball of the 14th over. He moves on to 21 of 15 with 1 maximum and a boundary. He's kept the scoreboard ticking, but not enough to take them over the line. They need him to score practically every ball now with the remaining 4 wickets that are in hand. This time in the air, bringing the man at long off inside towards the catch, and he drops that one too. So 2 drops in a couple of space of 3 balls. The fielder too injuring himself. 70 for the loss of 6. At the end of 14. Vimukti to continue to Vivek, who goes inside out, over the man, it covers, 1 bounce into the fence he goes. So late bit of flourish from the Daman Insurance boys. First ball, a boundary. Score moves on to 74. And he moves on to 26 of 17. Onto the pads, but down leg side, but the umpire gives it a late call. A full delivery, missed the sweep, and the umpire thinks this one's going to hit the stumps. So end of a good innings from Vivek. Ultimately, probably too little in the context of the game, but he's out for 26 of 18, 2 boundaries and a maximum. 74 for 7. LBW Vimukti on his way back towards the pavilion. New man Shambhu Kumar at the crease, and Vimukti now going around the wicket for him. 74 for 7. Quicker delivery, trying to cut that one into the keeper's gloves. Playing across and is bowled. So number 8 gone. And Shambhu Kumar goes without troubling the scorers. 74 for 8. Bowled by Vimukti without scoring. Oh, look at that. Vimukti coming around, slowing this one up, tossing that one. He wanted to take a big heave towards square leg. Ended up seeing back that his timber is gone. for a toss. So 74 for 8. $122 more runs required of 5.2 overs, 32 balls. Their only aim right now should be to play out these overs. This contest is way beyond their reach as of now. Need to show some grit, as this time he plays it straight to the man at short covers. Mohammad Akhlaq, the man at number 10. His condition starting to cool as he wants to cut this one and into the keeper's gloves and out of it. End of the over, 74 for 8 at the end of 15 overs. Needing another 122 more runs of the remaining 30 balls.
And to be able to be there at that time, it's exciting to be able to help all these families and get them back to normal life. Because as a adjuster, that is our main goal, to restore families after catastrophe, bring them back, and even the community too, bring them back to some sort of normal life and help them.
For us to be able to help restore and enhance their lives, their businesses, and their communities. I mean, that's what it's all about. That's what's really exciting.
A big part of it for me is to be able to help people get their lives back on track and be able to move forward after an aftermath.
And that is what we do day in and day out, with helping people get back into their homes, with restoring the community. Our guys live and breathe that motto every single day.
Change in the bowling. Asad Ali Awan comes into the attack. He's bowling to Munir. Plays this one down towards long on. Leg spinner flighted that delivery. Score moves on to 75. As he plays this Asad Ali's delivery towards covers, and he takes off for a single. So Mohammad Akhlaq to off the mark with that single. Score moves on to 76. Tossed up delivery through covers. The midfielder at short covers unable to cut it off. So does the man at long off. So 4 to Munir. Score moves on to 80. 80 for 8. Short ball, plays it towards deep backward square leg for 4. So a late bit of rear guard from Daman Insurance. Score moves on to 84. Asad string down on the pads. Asad string onto the pads, and have a look at that. He just helps it way on towards deep backward square leg for 4. Score moves on to 84. Quicker delivery back past the bowler for a single. 85 for 8 with one more ball left in the over. 11 runs coming off it. This time coming inside out, playing towards the man at deep mid wicket. They complete a single. $86 for 8 at the end of 16 overs. Imran Iftikhar coming in back into the attack, and the clock plays him down towards long on for a single, brings Munir on to strike. Score moves on to 87. In the air towards long on, the fielder there this time holds on to it. So Munir's vigil 2 comes to an end. 87 for 9. He's out for 16 of 20 balls with 2 boundaries. In the air, the man at long on coming around and takes it a bit away from his body, but make sure he's right behind the ball. He's caught by Mohammad Sufyan off the bowling of Imran for 16 of 20, 2 boundaries to his credit. This last man comes to the wicket. Sai Sandeep in at number 11. Needs to be seen how long can they survive and how long can they keep Orient onto the park as he goes onto the back foot, plays the one back to the bowler. No run there. Imran tossing this one, plays this down towards long off Sufyan there, keeps it down to a single. Score moves on to 88 of 9. 88 for 9. Sai Sandeep off the mark with that single. He is 1 of 2 and Mohammad Clark 3 of 5. Decides to go big and this one clears the long on boundary by a fair bit of distance. So a 6 to a Clark. Score moves on to 94. Goes onto the back foot, plays it towards deep mid wicket for a single. So score moves on to 95. And needing another 101 runs more of the remaining 3 overs that they have. Imran Iftikhar finishes his 4 overs for 27 for 2. As Asad Ali Awan, who had given away 12 runs in the over that he had bowled. Clark on strike. Asad, the bowler, leg spinner, onto the pads. They sends it towards deep fine leg. They complete one. Clark wants a second. Sai Sandeep didn't want to take that risk. So a single added to the total. Score moves on to 96. Squares him up, plays it towards point. No run there. Goes on the back foot again, plays it back towards the bowler. Another dot ball. 96 for 9. Goes back, plays it towards long off for another single. Score moves on to 97. Wrapped under the pads, quicker delivery, no run there. Score remains on 97 with last ball of the 18th over coming up. Last ball of the over completed. It's a dot ball, so Asad completes his second over. 97 for 9 at the end of 18 overs. Asad 2 overs, 14 runs, no wickets. Imran Iftikhar has bowled his 4 overs for 27 runs. Sufyan comes into the attack. First ball sent towards the mid-wicket boundary for a single. The misfielder misfields that, but still they don't take the second run. So gets the score on to 98. Brings Sai Sandeep onto it as he plays this, asking for an LBW, but the umpire not interested. So this time instead of bowling the off spinner, bowl the leg spinner. Mohammad Akhlaq, the batsman. Again, another dot ball. .98 for 9. In the air towards the mid-wicket boundary is 100 coming up. 100 for 9. 102 for 9 in 18.4 overs. Five runs coming on the first 4 balls. And the 94 more runs required of the remaining 8 balls. And we safely said that Orient are going to make it to the finals against Al Nabuda Insurance, as this one plays towards short fine. The fielder giving the chase. Sriram manages to keep it within the boundary. So another single added. Score moves on to 103. Applauded by the wicketkeeper for the commitment, although they know that they have this well in their grasp. Tossed up delivery straight to the man at long off, who doesn't go for that one. So 1 run to end the over. Sufyan's only over comes to an end. He's gone for 6. Last over coming up. Dali Awan continuing 100 and boundary will get them another 4 more runs. 107 for 9 now. Will be called a no ball, so that will be 108 along with that. And a free hit. It was a free hit, so the catch doesn't count. So one more run to the total. Score moves on to 108. 109 rather. This time down the ground, straight towards the man at long off, who again is not too keen on trying to go for that catch. It safely just keeps it down to a single. Score moves on to 110. Beaten was the batsman, so was the keeper. The ball dipped so low that he couldn't hold on to it. So wide adds to the total. Score moves on to 111 with 4 balls left in the game. This time he's lost his stumps, so 111 is what they fold up with, and 84 runs win for Orient Insurance in the semi-finals of the Super 8 League in the Insurance Cricket Premier League Season 11 against Daman Insurance. Last wicket you can see across the line and his stumps are knocked off. So let's have a look at the full scorecard of this innings. Wide shot le. Scorecard please. Have a look at the Daman Insurance. Jasim Bashir was caught by Vimukti off the bowling of Keshav for 16 of 13 balls with 3 boundaries. Mohammad Asif bowled Keshav for 6 of 4 with 1 boundary. Adil Yassin, LBW Keshav, none of 3 balls. Manoj stumped by Khurram, bowled Keshav for 2 of 10. Abdul Qayyum caught Vimukti, bowled Keshav for 4 of 9. Majid called Vimukti, bowled Imran for 10 of 14 with 1 6. Vivek Singh, LBW Vimukti for 26 of 18 with 2 boundaries and 1 maximum. Muni Rayod caught Sufyan, bowled Imran for 16 of 20 with 2 boundaries. Shambhu bowled Vimukti for no score of 2. Mohammad Akhlaq bowled by Asad for 21 of 17 with 2 boundaries and 1 maximum. And Sai Sandeep not out 4 of 8 with no boundaries and 6s. 6 extras in the innings. As we have a look at the Orient bowling card. Amila Pereira 4 overs 22 runs, no wicket. Keshav Sharma 4 overs 10 runs, 5 wickets. Vimukti 4 overs 24 runs, 2 wickets. Imran Iftikhar 4 overs 27 runs, 2 wickets. Asad Ali Awan 2.3 overs 22 runs, 1 wicket. And Sufyan 1 over 6 runs, no wicket. So 84 run victory propels Orient Insurance to the finals on the big day against ANIB Bulls that will be played next week. At the moment, we will go in for the presentations and close out the day. Thank you, and keep watching presentations. Thank you. Welcome to the presentations of the second semi-finals of the Super 8 game in the Insurance Cricket Premier League Season 11 between Daman Insurance and Orient. Our man of the match is Amelia, who will come forward and collect his prize. He'll collect his trophy from the match official. Amila, on the backdrop of the pepper music that we are hearing, 59 for 3, you went in at a crucial time when there was that partnership required. What was the message from Hassan to you when you walked in?
See, basically, since we had lost 3 wickets, our plan was to, build up a partnership probably till the 12th over or the 15th over. So we managed to do that. So first of all, I have to say that it's a team effort. Hassan played amazing innings as well, and Keshav took 5 wickets. So it's an amazing team effort with a couple of good catches. So yeah, it was an amazing team effort.
And when you got that life of that no ball of the stumpy that did it at the back of your mind, did you tell yourself, yes, probably it's my day, now I can cash in on this chance?
Right. See, basically, I thought to myself, I have to capitalize on that, chance what I got. So luckily, it worked for me.
And a good workout for your boys before going to the main finals?
Yep. Yeah. Definitely.
Anyway, thank you. Well played, and hope to see a better performance, more better performance in the finals. Thank you very much, and see you in the finals next week. As we speak to Munir from Daman Insurance. Munir, probably you'll put it down to inexperience playing the big games, that you all didn't seize those moments that came your way.
Yeah, definitely, it's a big disappointment for us. It's a tough lose for us. But another way, we as a team, we did really well. All over the tournament, they really played well. I'm really proud of the team. Something we make it into the semi-final. That's a big achievement for us. But definitely, the opponent team, they really played well today. We couldn't execute our plan. So throughout, they are one-sided, they really played well. I really wish them for the final.
A lot of positives to take back from this tournament, and you will want to build on this, trying to come into the next season?
Yeah, definitely. We have learned a lot throughout the tournament. So definitely we'll apply those in practical area, then definitely we'll improve. Then we'll come back stronger in next season.
Thank you very much for joining us, and all the best when we see you in the next season. We speak to the captain of the winning team, Hassan Saud. Handshakes and hugs by both the captains. That's good to see. Hassan, congratulations on this win. Probably a wake-up call going into the main finals. Your top three didn't fire as you wanted them to, exposing the middle order just rightly before the big final.
That is absolutely right. That is what I was just talking to my boys, and I was just telling them that it's good that our middle order has got exposed in this match, so that we can have an idea that what exactly we can do, to what extent we can go, and thank God it clicked well. So Amila has played extremely well cricket, and he has supported me a lot in the wicket. Yep.
And on a personal, how was the injury? You fell down, which had a bad December. Looks okay. You're good enough to play the finals next week?
Yeah, I hope so. It looks okay, but when I'm smiling and when I'm just talking loudly, so it pains over here. So yeah, I'm gonna go for and just put hot pack. So I think it will be okay.
Anyway, we'll not keep you long. We'll try to save you for the finals. Thank you very much, and see you in the finals next week. That concludes our presentation for today. Orient Insurance winning by 84 runs and making it to the finals, and the right to face ANIB Bulls next week. See you next week. Thank you very much, and stay tuned.
And to be able to be there at that time, it's exciting to be able to help all these families and get them back to normal life. Because as a adjuster, that is our main goal, to restore families, after catastrophe, bring them back, and even the community too, bring them back to some sort of normal life, and help them.
For us to be able to help restore and enhance their lives, their businesses, and their communities. I mean, that's what it's all about. That's what's really exciting.
A big part of it for me is to be able to help people get their lives back on track and be able to move forward after an aftermath.
And that is what we do day in and day out, with helping people get back into their homes, with restoring the community. Our guys live and breathe that motto every single day.